street, sports cards are going to start booming. And hey, who am I to say that they're wrong about that? So the first thing you want to do is realize, hey, you can make some money. If sports cards are going to boom, you probably have some knowledge about them. You've probably been collecting them or studying them for a long time. And so when industry booms, whether it's houses, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's stocks or whatever, looking back, probably one of the best things to do is actually become a net seller. So what I mean by that is probably want to start selling your cards. Now, do you want to pull out your dad's cards that mean something to you? No, I'm not saying sell those cards, but there's a lot of other cards in your collection that you might be able to sell, or you might be able to use your knowledge of pricing and different kind of sets to maybe kind of take advantage of a lot of these newbies that come into the industry because they hear people saying, hey, sports cards are about to boom, you need to get in on the gold rush. So that's definitely something that you want to do. So one thing that's probably true is if you're already selling cards, you probably have your kind of go-to channels. You have your, maybe your feedback built up on eBay, or you have a Facebook group that you participate in, or maybe you have some meet and greets in your area where you're able to sell cards and you kind of know the market or whatever. So what I would recommend for people like that are already in that kind of situation is bolt on a channel that doesn't require a bunch of extra work. Okay, so if you're already selling on eBay, going and creating listings on other sites and other channels actually creates a lot of extra work. So one thing I would recommend is, look at Check Out My Cards, or look at selling on Amazon, two channels that handle a lot of the pick, packing, and shipping for you. And so it takes this whole step out of the equation that you don't have to deal with. I'd say probably the #1 most underutilized marketing technique by all sellers, even the companies, if you look at Topps and Panini and Upper Deck and these guys, the #1 most underutilized marketing tool is email. A lot of you guys are on social media and you're getting followers that way. I see a lot of guys run contests through Facebook and Twitter and things like that, and they get fairly good engagement through these contests. Unfortunately, with the way these social media sites work is that, their algorithms try to push you down unless you're willing to pay to get up. And also, as we've seen, if you tweet a little too much about Donald Trump or something that these social sites don't like, guess what? They'll take your account away, or they'll take your customer's account away. And there's really no way for you to touch that person again. So my tip would be use email in a much more effective manner. So if you're going to do a contest, make the person sign up, advertise, go ahead and advertise your contest on Twitter and Facebook and all those places, but make them come to your site or a site where they input their email address, and better yet, actually try to profile that customer a little bit. What you really want to be doing is, hey, is this person a Cubs fan, a baseball fan, a football fan? How much do they spend? Do they like buying $100 cards? Do they like buying into breaks? Do they only buy 50-cent cards? Do they only collect one player? Do they only collect one sport or one team? Try to find that out. Then you can kind of profile this customer, and then you're going to be able to reach back out to them in a much, much more targeted fashion than a person just kind of retweeting you and following you. Really, those people, all you know about them is they want something for free and they want to enter a contest for free. So I'd encourage you to go ahead and use email and really start to profile and target customers that way, and try to get a segment where maybe you only sell a certain kind of, maybe you only sell basketball, or maybe you kind of specialize in group breaks or whatever it is. Try to cultivate an audience inside your email campaigns where you're advertising your breaks, certain cards that you know is going to really effectively target the audience you're looking at. Back at home, wanted to share another tip with you guys. Now, I know a lot of you guys like to open packs, pull cards, and sell them. You like to get allocated some product and either sell the product or open it up and flip it. You like to go to a thrift store and spend $4 and sell it for $40. The problem with that business model is you're constantly reinventing the wheel after every sale. Now, I wanted to give you guys one example right here. Well, this product right here, over the last 18 months, I've sold over 4,000 of these. Now again, only making maybe 50 cents, 60 cents per box, but that's over $2,000 in profit in less than 2 years. Okay, and again, this is one product, one manufacturer, one size. So you can imagine, once you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these going, it really puts a nice floor of sales underneath your business, and it does allow you to kind of experiment and go out there and test the waters on maybe some higher margin stuff. But this is a great way to propel your sports card business, give it the kind of consistency when you can't get product, you can't find the hot cards, or maybe in a sports card boom, everything gets really expensive and it gets a little bit harder to source those things. Also remember, in a gold rush, who made the most money? The guy selling the shovels, the guy selling the pans to Pan for Gold, the land, the hats, whatever it is. Those guys got rich. Very few people mined for gold and actually made any money. So that's the thing you want to think about. These supplies, they'll feed right into the sports card boom. And the other thing is they actually sell to gaming card collectors and other collectors out there. So you're not just kind of cornered into a box with your sports card business. Also might make a nice add-on if you have a website or making sales another way. Nice way to add on a little extra value to that order is sell a couple supplies as well. So, and then, hey, look, when you call these wholesale dealers, which is where you're going to want to get your supplies, you're going to need your resale ID. That's how you're going to get that through your state. You're also going to need to realize, as a lot of these wholesale dealers, they might not want to deal with you if you're just a store, if you're only going to buy supplies. So be ready to buy board games, be ready to buy the sports cards, and if you're doing it already, you might as well bolt something like this on. The binder pages, the sleeves, the one touch, everything is going to sell during a sports card boom. So be ready for it.